This meeting is being recorded.
Let's go to the YouTube, man. This is your boy Rojo. This is the Rojo Room. Today you see my boys in the building. We're going to address the boxing event in Tony's little mouth with his tough gangster mask. Man, did Boxer tell you were allowed to be on YouTube?
Yeah, he's not supposed to be on YouTube. It's been about a couple months. I guess because Boxer's sick that he's allowed to be on YouTube now. Let's get straight to it. Let's address it. Okay. Because I know Tony likes to run his mouth. He likes to make things North and South issues, but he's not from the South. He might live there, but he's not from there. Okay. Let me tell you guys about Tony. First of all, I can't tell you a whole lot because we don't know what he looks like, other than what's been exposed, but then he cried and had him take it down.
I'm surprised that this protection program lets him even come on TV with his body, you know? I don't
exactly. For someone that's sure trained hard, he sure doesn't look like it.
His boobies,
I got
years from the video when he was all mad. Look.
The Flapper. I changed his name from the Clapper to the Flapper. Now listen, Tony. Let's tell the truth. Fact is, ain't nobody scared of nobody. That's furthest from the truth. Don't talk about I took a fight with Cholo Trucker that was 100 pounds lighter than me. They called me out. Remember, I was called out. Okay, just like you called me out. You know, you tend to want to call people out. Let's talk about when you first called me out a year and a half ago. You called me out and then you stopped answering your phone when I was training. Then you wanted to start the fight again and you called me out again and I trained again and then you stopped answering the phone again. So don't act like this ain't nothing new to you. Okay, let me explain something to you. We've been working out, we've been training, we've been getting it together. You've been a hard motherfucker to get a hold of on the phone. You've been a hard individual when it comes to Mikey trying to set up meetings with us behind the scenes. There's always one reason or another why you can't make it, or
I want to be on the A side.
Oh, there's always something. It's always something. Okay. Make sure you explain that to the people. Okay. Make sure you explain how it's always something. Make sure you explain how you went and found some fellas and you try to make it a big old North-South issue. And hey, we're trying to see you guys, this and that. And then when I found my boy Ace 100, contracts stopped being signed. People stopped calling. Your friend Jimmy went MIA. He's still MIA, right? He disappeared. Let's talk about how you're getting at my boy Ace 100 behind the scenes, talking about join my team. I'll chip you out more. I'll give you more money. Because with you, it's all about the money. It is all about the money. It's all about a bag. An imaginary bag that you think is going to be so big and that you're going to get all this money because of who you are. You're crying to Mikey about, I want to be the A side. I should be the A side. I have more subscribers. Fuck you and the subscriber shit. It ain't about subscribers, Holmes. It ain't about YouTube. It's about right here, me and you, a fight, right? Now, I've never had no disrespectful things to say to you other than what's real, right? Nobody's scared of you. You don't pose no threat to anyone. Hey, the only thing you pose a threat to is that mirror every time you look into it. Okay? Nobody's scared. But I will say this. This is the real issue at hand, and I'm not even addressing Tony. I'm going to address the people right now. I caught the COVID about 2.5 weeks ago. Fine. No big deal, man. I'll be ready. You know, I got over it pretty quick, and it was all good. I tapped in. Mikey tapped in with me like he does, like Tony should have been doing, tapping in to find out what's going on. But of course, he relies on other people. He relies on his coach / manager / whatever the fuck he is, right? To deal with his business because he's not a grown man. He's a young kid. He's only in his 20s. He doesn't know how to handle grown man business, right? When you're putting something into a fight like this, it doesn't just magically appear. Poof, it's there. You have to go establish a ring. You have to go establish a venue. You have to establish a lot of things, to which I myself brought Mikey Salinas into the mix to establish this for us because I knew he could get it done. Okay? What has Tony brought to the table other than some flappy ass titties and a clapping ass, right? He ain't brought nothing. The man can't swing. His wrists are all out of whack, right?
Brought a bunch of animosity trying to turn it into something that's not with the whole North-South stuff, man.
Yeah,
how you trying to make it like that, bro?
I told you, if you want to fight, if you really want to fight, fuck boxing gloves. Let's fight. Stack some money on it. Let's do it like that. We don't gotta fucking show everybody what it is, man. We could do a one-on-one in a Burger King bathroom. Hey, we could do whatever it is you want to do, man. It ain't nothing to me, right? But look, we're gonna keep it professional here because that's how he is. with his mask and everything. His face paint, his mask, his whatever the case he wants, whatever he wants to do. Okay. So what happened with Mikey was Mikey called me, he said, "How you feeling, Guns?" I said, "I'm feeling good. I mean, a little under the weather, but I'll be all right. You know, I'll be good." Mikey said, "Well, look, I'm looking into the rules and regulations and things of that, bro, because there was a COVID-related involvement. What do you think about stretching this out a little bit? Maybe not canceling the fight, but postponing it a little bit to say October. I think that'd be better for everybody. This is what I think we should do." I said, "Well, it's up to you, Mikey. My job is to fight. Your job is to handle the business, set up the venue, and do all that. It's what you feel it is, brother. You know what I mean?" He says, "Well, I think that's what will benefit everybody." I said, "Well, I'm down with whatever, bro. That gives me a couple extra months to train, and I'm all for that." And I said, "The Clapper needs those 2 months. You can tell, right?" And so he says, "You know what? I'm going to get at him. I'm going to get at Tony. I'm going to run it by him." He goes, "I'm not going to ask him. I'm going to tell him this is just the way it is. This is what I want to do." I said, "Absolutely, Holmes. You're promoting this shit. Let's make it happen. It doesn't matter." So he gets at Tony, and this happened a couple of days ago. I just didn't put it out there. I didn't feel the need to put it out there because I felt it would come out in its own time. I knew the Barbosa Tony would open his big, fat, fucking frivolous mouth because that's what he does to gain attention. You know, he needs some views because his videos ain't doing shit. People are tired of listening to grown men tell lies from prison. So anyways, this guy, what happens is he gets at Tony, and Tony has to bring on his manager/trainer. Now, I don't bring on other people. Every conversation I had, it was one-on-one, me. I'm a grown man. I speak for myself, right? Everything was about me because that's the way I kept it. This man has to bring on some reinforcements. You got to bring on some people to help him out, get his back. And the guys, "Oh, we'll sue. We'll do this. We'll do that. It's supposed to happen this day." And Tony and Mikey tells him, "Look, bro, this is the way it's going to be. This is the way the venue's going to be. This is how it's going to happen. You're either with it or I'm tired of dealing with you guys. It's always drama with you individuals." He's like, "Tony, why can't me and you talk one-on-one? Why does it have to be involved this guy who's supposed to be your fucking boxing trainer, not your manager/fucking entertainment fucking whatever he is, right? Don King to your fucking no king, right?" And "Oh no, Tony, I need reinforcement. I need backup. This is what it is." Anyways, at the end of the day, Mikey said, "You know what? Fuck you and all this bullshit that you talk and all this bullshit you try to make it. I'm out." Mikey says, "I'm out." And he calls me. I'm not knowing what's going on because it's not a three-way call. Mikey calls me. He says, "Hey, Gun, it's over. Stick a fork in it. I'm done, bro. I'm not dealing with Tony. He's hard. It's like pulling teeth. It's like dealing with the little child." He said, "I've been dealing with this individual all through this whole thing, holding his hand. It's always one excuse after another." He goes, "You've kept it professional. You've kept it above water, man. You let me know what time it is." I'm the one that lined up the posters. You know how long it took for me to get pictures of Tony to get a poster going? Again, that took about 2 months. That should have been out. He kept procrastinating on that. He kept procrastinating on where he wanted this fight to take place, the venue, here or there or there or here, whatever benefited him, closer to him. Forget what I'm going through and the traveling I have to do. Let's make it all about him because he's the A side. He's the one with all the subscribers. He's the one that's selling this. But he doesn't sell this fight, so I took no keen interest in it. He
was going to wear a mask for the fight too, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, he was going to wear some type of mask or face paint, plastic face paint to cover his identity. Because again, he doesn't want you guys to know what he looks like. Yeah, he doesn't want you guys to know what he looks like for a reason. I only seen him because at the Cholo Trucker fight, he took down his sweaty-ass, greasy mask that he had for 10 seconds, and we got to actually see him. But it was only 10 seconds. Like I said, he looked like a used car salesman. He is hiding something. So for a grown man to talk shit about another man but hides his identity, that says it all right there. Okay? Now, when he slandered Boxer's name and Boxer put it out there, "Hey, man, I'm showing up to this fight, this and that," this guy disappeared, went MIA for a long time, wasn't answering phone calls, was pretty skeptical on the fight. Now, he did want to get Boxer involved in the fight. I agreed upon it, man. Hey, more power to you if you want to get Boxer involved. Of course, the negotiations broke down with Boxer because Boxer wanted a little bit of bread. Boxer wanted a little bit of the shine, which he felt he deserved. And myself and Tony got to conversating as well as Mikey and felt that it was better to go a different route. And not because Boxer wasn't about his business, because Boxer is definitely about his business. but because it just didn't fit what we were trying to do, our agenda. Now, of course, man, like I said, Tony's a hard motherfucker to find. He's a hard person to look at too, if you've really seen him without his mask. But this guy definitely, he puts twists and turns and a whole bunch of different sticks in the spokes as he goes along. Now he's been knowing that this fight's been in jeopardy for the last 2 weeks, week and a half. We had this discussion. Mikey got a hold of me. He told me this is what it is, Gun. You guys could ask Mikey. He'll tell you. He doesn't play no sides. And I told him, you know what? Hey, it is what it is, bro. You tried. I'll tell you right now, I'm not dealing with this individual no more on a business tip because he doesn't know how to conduct himself professionally. He's a fucking young kid that doesn't know what the fuck he is or what he wants. Oh, I'm willing to fight. I trained hard. I did this. You ain't did shit. You ran on the beach and let your fucking cheeks clap with your fucking pet dog, Holmes. You and your fucking manager see a frivolous way to get a bag, Holmes. Go get it somewhere else. You ain't getting it off my back. I'm out here pushing the agenda for the raza and for the people and doing my thing, Holmes. And you continuously slander and talk shit, Holmes. But when you go MIA for 3 or 4 days, it's all good in the hood. When we can't get a hold of you and Mikey has to reschedule several fucking backstage meetings, oh, that's all good. Oh, my bad. I forgot that. I know you text me 900 times, Mikey, but I forgot it was at 9 o'clock. Can we do it at 9:30? Can we do it at 10? Can we do it at 10:30? Can we do it at 11? Come on, man. Ain't no one tired. Everyone's tired of doing anything with you because you're an unprofessional character. Now, there's a lot of people that are going to say, Gun, just throw hands. I have no animosity with this dude other than he's a fucking fruitcake and a fucking fadangler and a fucking bamboozling ass car salesman. He's fake, bro. He's fake. Like I said, if you really want to fight, Tony, you have my number. If you really want to really fight, not box, fight.
Hey, I'll say the same thing, man. I went through it with Tony before, man. He tried to call me out to a fight, and I had no idea what was happening. So he got a little, I woke up to, 50, 60 text messages talking about Tony's talking mad shit about you. I'm like, Tony? What? I mean, I've done a lot of videos with Tony, man. Tony's the homie, man. So I listened to the video, and sure enough, he's saying all this, and I get it. He said it was just for promoting, you know what I mean? But when I called him, I didn't know. I just called him and said, hey, man, you got some kind of issue? And he jumped real bad. Like, he beat my ass and whatever, this and that. I'm like, okay, I'll come down to LA next weekend, bro, and we can talk. And he was woof, doing all this woofing. I wasn't woofing. I wasn't playing, right? So I just hang up. I'm like, okay, well, I'll be down there. I'll hit you up. I talked to Gunner. Gunner calls him up. He's like, oh no, Gunner, it's all good. I don't want to fight Rojo. I just had to pump it. Man, come on, bro. And my offer extends the same, bro. I will be down there shortly within the next 10 days, to be exact. And if you got something to say to me, we can link up. Enough said. That's all I got to say. You got a smart little mouth. It's not a north-south thing. None of this stuff we do is north-south, man. We don't play that shit whatsoever. You're the one always constantly, LA this, LA that. We're not about that, so miss us with that completely. When I have an issue from somebody, no matter where they are from, I've had issues with dudes from the north, recently, just as you see the last couple of days, a dude that happens to be from the south. That's all it is. That's a man from a specific location. We don't got no animosity toward the Southerners, and anything we do isn't going to be the threat of it being looked at as a North and South thing. We don't play that shit. You play that shit like a little kid, but you hide your face. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to have Boxer talk to you, put you on timeout again.
You're gonna be on timeout. Now look, really,
stay in your league.
You're not representing nothing. You can't even represent yourself because you can't show yourself. Okay, I'm right here. I look good doing it too, right? I'm right here. I've always been right here. You don't show your face and you do the most to hide your face. And I understand. I understand why. You're in fear of things that you've said in the past and things that you've done in the past. You have a lot to hide. That's understandable. That's understandable. And I ain't mad at you. What your business is your business. But when it comes to you putting me in your fucking fat, frivolous cheeks in your mouth and talking all that high power shit like, oh, Gunner's this and Gunner's scared and Gunner's bad. Gunner ain't never been scared of nobody or nothing. You remember that I have pulled up to a fight. I have boxed. It didn't matter who I boxed. I would have boxed anyone in that arena. I pulled up. I got priors for pulling up. Okay, you don't. Like I said, don't act like this fight all of a sudden was the first time we've tried to do this. We've tried to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, numerous times, and you stopped answering your phone and disappear. And it's always, I said, what happened, bro? Oh, you know what, Gun, because I got real busy, bro. You gotta understand the way my bank account works, right? I don't give a fuck how that works. And then your channel gets demonetized, and then that was the reason. And then other things happen, and then that was the reason. It's always one reason or another. So now all of a sudden you feel like you're growing a hair on your chest because you're 24 years old all of a sudden.
His channel got demonetized supposedly, and then he had everybody go from that channel to a new channel, but he didn't tell everybody he wasn't demonetized, that he was just starting a new channel so he could double dip on them. Is that the time you're talking about, or are you talking about different?
That's the one. That'd be the time, right? That'd be the time. But without saying too much, because I've already said way too much, use a poop butt, Tony. Use a poop butt, and anybody who honestly believes him are poop butts as well, right?
He believes him and wears a mask.
If you in your heart of hearts, believe that I'm scared of Tony, come on. I can't. I just can't.
My number's
I ain't never
the
been
same,
scared
Tony.
of Tony, man. I definitely ain't scared of Tony. Now, Tony, you were scared of Boxer, Tony. You were scared. You're talking about, is Boxer really going to pull up to the fight? You were scared of OG, Triple OG. Remember? Hey, is that you? Is that you? Nah, that ain't me, Hums. What is me is this. What is the fact that in life, man, sometimes you never can dictate what life brings you. And yeah, I got sick, Hums, but that was a long time ago. Brother, I'm ready to go right now. But I ain't fucking with you because Mikey ain't fucking with you because you don't know how to act.
You little stupid ass bitch. I'm not fucking with you.
Hey, it has nothing to do with scariness. It has nothing to do with people not wanting to pull up. It has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that you don't know how to do business because you're a little boy in a man's world, Hums. And guess what? We ain't got no time for your frivolous bullshit. So you are now X'd out, bro. And anyone that truly believes and honestly thinks that I'm scared or I ducked out of the fight, call it what you want, Hums. You can call on Tyrone. One thing I will tell you is this, Hums. I'm not the one that walked away, and he's not the one that walked away. Mikey decided that if for no other reason, he was done dealing with this fucking cat's frivolous antics because, see, you people don't get to talk to him behind the scenes. You people don't know how dealing with Tony is hard. He thinks he's the president of YouTube. He thinks he runs the whole show. He thinks he's the man on YouTube and everyone works around him.
Your mask challenge.
Fuck him and everything that he thinks. I ain't tripping, Hums. This is Gunners Collective, and I'm going to continue to bang, bang, and do mine, whether it's a boxing match or not, right? Do you think that, honestly, I want to get in there with the poop butt, who I'm not, I'll beat this dude's ass. That's a fact. He knows it. I know it. Ultimately, he wants the bag. Ain't nothing wrong with getting the bag, Hums. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But you're going to get it how I say you get it. You're not going to get it how you want to get it unless you go out there and work hard for it. Right? So you went in the gym and filmed 2 days.
There's no A-side, motherfucker.
Who gives a fuck? You don't even know how to swim. Who does that look like? You know what I mean? Stop it, bro. You better let that shit go. As far as Mikey goes, I'm sure Mikey will touch on this subject and tell you exactly what I said because it's facts and it's truth. You know, like I said, Mikey got a hold of me. He said, brother, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? I said, hey, whatever you want to do, brother, you know, I'm down with whatever. He says, I think we should extend the time out a little bit, not end the fight, but extend. I said, absolutely. He said, I'll let Mikey know, or I'll let Spencer, I'll let Tony know. And this is just the way it's going to be. I said, okay, I agree. Whatever he wants to do, bro, I'm fine with it. And I understand the situation. And I guess Tony didn't agree, and Tony wanted to cry and scream and throw fits. And Mikey said, you know what? I'm not dealing with you no more, bro. I'm tired of you. So he calls me and tells me it's done, Gun. I'm pulling this shit. And I said, well, hey, Mikey, any money that's involved, Hums, that you've invested, bro, let me know. I'll do my best to make it happen and to cover my end of it because that's what a real man does, right? Tony, of course, man, after 3 or 4 days of sitting on the pot, right, and not being able to take his shit because he's constipated, he's finally ran his meat out of the mouth, and now he has a lot to say, right? Fact of the matter is, fight's not happening because of that poop butt. Has nothing to do with me, Hums. I'm locked and loaded and ready. If he wants to fight me, like I said, in real life, he knows how to call me, man. All that other bullshit, that North and South and whatever he's trying to put on it, I ain't no Norteño, Hums, so I don't know what you're talking about. What I am is a grown man that'll beat you up, Tony. That's a fact.
And for all you those who don't know, this dude's talking shit about how I didn't pull up on Boxer, man. You know, all you new people, I'll explain to you. In March or April of that year, I came down with diverticulitis, which is a perforation of your intestinal wall. So the fight was on. So When I got that stuff, I had to go get a colonoscopy. And they found some damage in my intestine from the perforation that made me fighting very risky. If I would have got hit, it could have basically ruptured, and I would have had shit into my system. That's why. It has nothing to do with fear. Nobody definitely scared of Tony, bro. Good Lord. Come on,
man. Like I said, if you
Tony.
guys honestly,
when you're talking
honestly,
shit, Gunner calls you, oh no, Gunner, I don't want no problems, man. Come on, man. There's a thing
hey,
that
you guys want to hear something funny? I could call that poop butt. I could call that poop butt right now, and I bet you, I could call that poop butt right now on this video, and I bet you his tone will be totally different than his last video was. Should we do that? Just because the wind's blowing? We don't want to blast him that bad. I've done it before. I made him apologize. Remember on live to me? I'm sorry, Gunner. It's not you, but everyone else. You know what I mean? But he sure didn't want that smoke with Boxer, man. He was scared. Is Boxer going to be at the fight? Because I'm going to have to bring some extra security. Why you got to bring extra security for one guy, man? You so hardcore, you could beat everyone up, remember?
That's why he tried to do the North and South thing and bring all his homeboys. Because he stand on his own 2 feet.
Stop it, man. You know, stop it. Let that shit go, man. Like I said, man, Tony, hit me up. You know how to call me, man. Obviously, maybe you don't because you haven't. But use a poop butt, man. Like I said, if any of you guys have any more questions, refer to Mikey Salinas. He'll tell you exactly the same way I tell you, man. That dude's a fucking hard dude to work with. He wants it his way. He's like a hyena. He's like one of those brat stalls. You know what I mean? The ones that I bought my daughter for her birthday. He's a poop butt. And I ain't tripping off him or what no one else has to say about it. And that's just the way it is. Ain't no one bowing down. Ain't no one scared of Tony. You got to be a motherfucking fool in a fat mouth to believe that shit. That dude will tell you whatever he wants you to hear and make it sound good. But really, he's struggling for views. And he figures anything will go. Bang, bang, and that's what I got to say about that.
A little bit of advice. Take off your mask, and your views will go up, at least for a little bit. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Or go down because of how ugly he is.
I will be in the LA area on the 16th, bro. Shoot me a call anytime. I'll roll to where you're at. But you'll probably need a bunch of homies there. This is your boy, Rojo. That's the real story about why Gunner's not fighting. Everybody knows he had COVID. Why do you think he wasn't on the internet for 4 days? Gunner don't miss a day. He's very fucking serious about the YouTube game, and he stays consistent. So get out of here, Tony. This is your boy, Rojo, the Rojo Room. Thanks to Big Gunner. We're out.